So we've had a big upturn in form and things are looking good, but the big clubs are still circling around our big players. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020, where we are taking Folkestone Invicta to the highest of heights. And at the moment we're in the Premier League, the FA Cup 4th round, the UEFA Europa Conference knockout round 2nd round. That didn't make sense. And we're out of the EFL Cup. Yeah, we lost to Man City. So today, though, Man United and Nottingham Forest. It was going to be Man United and Fulham, but an FA Cup game has been scheduled in between. But look at this form. So we beat Dynamo Kiev 3-0. That was good in the last episode. 3-3 of Man City after being 2 goals up twice. A bit disappointing to come away with only 1 point. A 3-3 draw against Aston Villa in a pretty mental game. They went 1-0 up. We went 1-1, then we went 2-1 up, then 3-1 up. No, sorry, then it went 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. Very, very strange game. Back-to-back 3-3s as well. Then we got another 3 in the result. 3-0 win over Fulham. Adam Ider getting 2 and Bruno Fernandes getting 1. A 5-0 demolition of Derby County, who got a man sent off after we were already 1-0 up, which was great. 3-1 win over Blackburn Rovers. They scored early on, but we came back in. These two kids, these are the only 2 Brazilians that I haven't extended their loans, and there was reasons for that, and that is partly it. They came on. Both of them came on around about the 55-minute mark, I think. Maybe a bit earlier, on 50 minutes. Completely changed the game. We've just beaten Chelsea 2-0 in the FA Cup 3rd round as well. A very good result there. Bruno Fernandes and Adam Ider getting the goals. These boys look ridiculously good. They're still not in the starting lineup yet. They're still coming off the bench. But Paulo Cesar can play wing-back right, centre mid, attacking midfield right, behind the striker, and up front if needs be. 1 appearance, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8.2. Absolutely ridiculous. And then the other guy, Pablinho, scoring 2 goals from the 80th minute onwards. 1 game, 2 goals, 8.6. They look like they're going to give us something very, very special. In terms of transfers, though, because we're in the January transfer window, we have accepted an offer for Revan for £31.5 million. It is his release fee, but they're paying it over instalments, so I thought I'd still accept it because it was agreed with him we would. He's not really playing for us anymore, to be honest. We've got other players in there now. Jordan Vincent, we rejected the bid from Schalke for 31 million. Basega has gone out on loan to Bordeaux. He was another one of the Brazilians that we've bought in. Horacio Pereira looks like he could be potentially on his way to Club America in Mexico. And then a couple of youngsters have gone out as well. We've also sold Bobby Wilkinson, has left the club. There he is. He's gone to Nottingham Forest for £6 million. His contract was expiring. He didn't want to sign a new one. I didn't really want to keep him around. 4 appearances this season, that's it. He's dropped down to the Championship to play for Nottingham Forest. We've also sold Jordan Pickering to Hull City for £22 million. They love giving us money. For a guy we got on a free, we've made some very, very tidy profit for players that don't really feature for us this season. Didn't Hull City, wasn't it a striker Hull City bought off us? There he is, he's still there, Milner. Yeah, Steve Milner. He sort of progressed. He hasn't really gone anywhere from the 20 million we spent. I wonder if Hull City are going to get promoted this year. Second, I was going to say, Steve Milner seems to be doing quite well for them, but Pickering goes in right there. So it's the 2 top teams we've sold people to. So yeah, that sort of makes sense. But if you think about it, Pickering, we got Pickering on a free. We've sold him for £22 million. We got Wilkinson on a free, sold him for £6 million. We bought in Van der Beek on a free, sold him for £1.4 million. We bought in Revan on a free. It looks like we're going to be getting like £25 million for him. Bought Pereira on a free, I think. Yeah, on a free. It looks like we're going to get like £30 million for him. So lots of profit coming in. And it's not really going to affect the squad, in all honesty, because the squad is pretty much settled now. And I'm happy to call on the youngsters to step in when needed. But yes, today's game is Man United. We're hoping to keep up the good run of form. This is how we're going to be lining up. Taylor has come in, and I'm glad we didn't pay £35 million for him, but he is quite good. An 8.10 on his first game against Chelsea He's going to get another run now. Cheer on the right, Osmani on the left, Fernandez up front, obviously. Bunga and Vincent in the middle. Kenny, Marin, Berger, James Hamilton and Ramos at the back. Ludwig misses out with an injury, and we're going to re-register Gio. Don't worry, mate, you're going to be re-registered as soon as one of these two is sold, because we had to free up a international space. But into the game we go against Man United. We're in good form. They're still struggling. Oh, they've bounced back. They're in 7th, which means they've obviously had a big turnaround in their fortunes, because they went for a really bad patch. Yeah, they've just come out of it now. Yes, there you go. 3-1, 4-0, 1-0, 2-0, 4-1, 3-1. So they're bang in form. So this could be a very tough game. But we're going to take it to them, positive. We're going to push people up, get on the overlap as well. Kenny struggling a bit for match fitness. Marin has done a very good job at either fullback as well. So we've got a lot of versatility in there, which is really good to see. And yeah, just absolutely loving it. So taking on my beloved Man United. Cognac, Verbeek, Niang. We know they've got a really good team. It's an incredible team. Patel has just signed a new contract with them on a big wage, yet 275 grand. Let's get into this and see how we get on. So, assertively, I'm convinced we can end their run. I am convinced. Bosch, ask assistant to do the team to do the obstructions, opposition instructions. Man United's recent good run has them first in the Premier League form, so I'm looking forward to it. We can put a dent in their ambitions. He's a natural choice, fully merits the decision. Bastoni has reigned supreme at the back. We can unsettle him for sure. Well, we've looked good in training. That's not a problem. So here we go then. Man United, it's 6th v 7th. As Man United have turned their form around massively. They didn't sack their manager. They kept him in place, and he's corrected his issues. Doesn't seem to be a change in formation for them though. They're sticking with the 4-3-1-2. Ball in. Bastoni heads it away. Bunga over the bar. Bunga gets this. He comes into it and he's sort of flitting between a deep line playmaker and a Mazzala now. It's very interesting. Verbeek gets around Kenny. Ball in. Cognac with a header, and they get the first goal of the game 5 minutes in. It's a deadly, deadly team that they've got. We're already going down the wing, so we're going to leave that as it is against this narrow 4-3-1-2. But it's a lovely, lovely header. Verbeek just skins Kenny. Yeah, he's lacking that match fitness. Maybe should have put Mallorin out there on the left, because Kenny Yates already on a 6.2. That was the computer seems to think that was all his fault. So Aydin into Palacios, over the top into Teguino. Teguino comes forward with it. He's giving him a lot of space to run here. Shot, and Ramos makes the save. I mean, I don't really know what else we can do at the moment. We leave our wingers quite high up the pitch, so I don't want them to really come back and offend. Taylor ball in. Bastoni wins the header. Bunga picks it up. Out to Chia. Chia down the line. Bruno Fernandes. Good save in goal from Gurazo. It's tough. This will put them within 2 points of us. It's been a very interesting league this year. Osmani with a header. Gurizo again with a save. You can see Liverpool and Everton battling it out for 4th place as well. There's a Marin. That's a terrible clearance. What is that? Cognac gets round one. Lays it in. Shot. It's trickled in. Danny Francis with his first goal of the season. What is Marin doing there? It's thrown in here from Kenny. I mean, it's not the best throw-in, obviously. He's marked, but that's a terrible clearance from Marin. Cognac just beats his man, slides it in, and Francis is there, just places it. Simple as you like, placed into the bottom corner. We're going to cancel all the overlap and stuff. Let's go a bit of a higher tempo. Try and get the ball moving forward a bit quicker. See if we can bypass Man United's midfield. Vincent out to Osmani on the left-hand side. Osmani looks to get past his man, squares it. Cheer with a header. Fernandez! Oh, it can't quite trickle in. It is a corner though. Guriza takes it off for a corner. I mean, they've had 3 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. It's not like they've really dominated. Bunga! A Berger even. Berger put it in. Why do I keep getting Berger and Bunga mixed up? That is a wonderful header at the back post. 2-1. 6 shots, 4 on target for us. Vincent fires it in. And Berger there just out jumps his man. Lovely, lovely header. No keeper saving that. And it is now 2-1, and we're back in with a shout. This is going to be another mental high-scoring game. Aydin, Cheer intercepts it really well, up to Fernandez. Fernandez to James Hamilton, over the top, looking for Cheer. He's going to have the pace. Cheer shoots. It's a poor shot. I'm going to demand more. I feel like we should be, putting a few more chances away. Bruno Fernandes not really getting into the game. Kenny's having a shocker. We're going to move Marin to left back. Is what we're going to do, and bring Medina on at half time, which is 15 minutes away. We're in. It's sort of headed away. Verbeek will get there. Oh, absolutely skins his man. Francis with a header over the bar. Do you know what? Half an hour gone. I'm doing it now. I don't trust Kenny out there. I don't trust him. I know that wasn't his fault, that highlight, but yeah, Osmani with a tackle. Tiguino picks it up. Palacios back to Tiguino. Into Palacios again. Tackled again. We are forcing them backwards, but I know they're going to have a little ball through a gap. Marin with a header. Medina clears it. Bruno Fernandes. What pace. What? Oh, Garrizo with a save. Medina on. Hoofs it away, and Fernandes gets on the end of it. Already scored from one set piece. Vincent. Ball in. Can't get on the end of that one. Uer brings it away. Uer. I don't know how to say his name. Patel. And, well, it's held down. I'm wondering if we go... Try and push on a little bit more again. Ramos picks out Vincent in a lot of space. Ball through. Medina with a header. Marin up to Taylor. Taylor, well, it's good run from James Taylor. Not the artist, the footballer, but here come Man United again. Verbeek into the box. Great tackle from Medina. It's like a Mourinho-esque sub, innit, doing it in the first half an hour in. When you see something's not right, you have to try and put it right. That's a good ball through to Niang, though, and Ramos. What a save that is. It does look like our... I was going to say the overlap, but the overlap hadn't been implemented then. Osmani. Good ball through to Vincent. Cheers in space, and Fernandes has found him. Cheers in. Oh, Garrizo makes the save. Cheer needs to work on his finishing. We're having the better of the game here. 4 clear-cut chances. Their keeper's keeping a minute. And the header's cleared away. Taylor to Bunga. Bunga all the way out to Vincent, who's coming in field from the corner. Vincent tackled by Uer. Uer? It's French, isn't it? So it'll be like Uer. Oh, what a ball that is through to Cognat as I'm doing a French accent. Ramos with a good save. Yeah, 4-3. Click. It's been a very entertaining first half, this one. Fernandes might have to come off, be replaced by Pablinho at half-time as well. Bunga not really enjoying his deep-line playmaking role. Abdul Aydin into Bastoni, out to Patel. Patel has some time, goes back to Bastoni. Bastoni put under pressure. Garrizo's going to have to kick it, and he does. Abdul Aydin goes long. Taguino, that's the thing. Marin does lack a little bit of pace. Verbeek looked offside, but the referee played on, and Bunga clears away. There's Brighton are beating Arsenal. Arsenal struggling this season, yeah, down in 10th. Really not having a good season. But at half-time, I do appreciate the efforts. I think I'm happy with your performance. Yeah, we'll say that passionately. There's still more to come, though. We can play better, and we can get out there and get this result. Now, do I take the bold tactic of taking Fernandes off now? I feel like that's going to be a risk. I think we're going to wait a little bit, see if we improve, and if we don't, it's going to be the 2 Brazilians on around the 55-60 minute mark. It will be Paulo Cesar in attacking midfield and Pablinho up front to see if they can work their magic again. Tiguino, Palacios, Marin with a good header. Osmani into Bunga. Bunga into Vincent, into Taylor. Taylor comes forward, out to Cheer. Cheer gets around his man. Can he shoot? He does shoot. It's blocked though. And he'll see it out for a throw. And it's positive. It's positive. We're doing well. We are playing well. I do like this new formation that we've got going on, going away from the back 3. I feel like we would never put in a formation, an appearance like this against Man United with a 3 at the back. Cheer can't quite beat his man. It will fall to James Hamilton. Into Cheer again. Cheer shoots, and it's 2-2. We've turned it round a minute into the second half. That is what we want to see. The James Hamilton getting an assist. The Patreon doing very, very well. It was tackled. It was picked up there by Taylor into Hamilton, into Cheer. Lovely shot, and the keeper can't save that one. I think we deserve that, to be fair. Tiguino, Francis, ball in. Cognat with a header, Ramos with a save. Oh, we are playing well. I do like this. Let's get creative again. I think I am going to take off Fernandes and bring on Pablinho up front. Cognat with a header. I'm going to do it now. Fernandes off, Pablinho on. I could have done Ida, but I don't fancy that. I fancy Pablinho, the Brazilian, the wonder kid, as puts in the corner. It's a great header from Cognat. He was marked, he was jumped with, but Hamilton got out jumped. And we need to just recalibrate and get back into our attacking sense. Out to Tiguino. Tiguino goes down the left-hand side for United. Back to Abdul Idlin, who obviously was a target of ours for a long time, but we couldn't come to an agreement with Brighton. Cognat back to over the top. Hamilton goes back to Ramos. Cleared away. Pablinho. Great touch to bring it down. He's got runners there. Osmani ignored the run of Taylor, but uses Marin on the overlap. Back into Osmani. Ball in. Iden heads it away, and Cognac will bring this away. Verbeek now. United can counter. Niang into Verbeek again, and he puts that wide. And I think it's just that overlap that's causing us a little bit of a frailty at the back. Let's go for a get creative again. Berger from deep, piles it in. Iden heads it away. Pablinho brings it down. Beats his man. Shoots. Gorizzo with a good save. It's the 60th minute mark. How are we doing? I could do Taylor off, or I could do Osmani for Ida. That's tough. Ida's in good form. Give it a little... Yeah, see, Osmani gets slightly a higher rating now, onto a 6.7. I think I'm going to have to roll the dice and take off Taylor. Cognac's in! Oh, they're just too good at the moment. Paulo Cesar will come on for James Taylor in that advanced role in midfield. And the attacking midfield have 5 clear-cut chances. They've played very well this second half, to be fair to them. Let's update our things there. We've got a couple of yellows. We could go for a bit of hard tackling, but I don't think we're going to go. Let's go down the wings. We'll go slightly more direct as well. 4-2 down. I guess we've got nothing to lose. We'll go attacking. If we're going to lose 4-2, we might as well lose 5-2. Ball in. Adam Ida with a header. Hits the bar, and Ramos claims it off the bar. They have turned this around, Man United, in this second half. We got back into it 2-2, and it sort of angered them as ball in. Ida gets it away. Medina with a header. Bunga back to Medina. Out to Marin. That's good. Down the line to Osmani. Osmani can't get his shot off. He will have the pace to pick up the loose ball. Marin to Bunga. Bunga blocked, and Francis will bring this away, and here come United on the counter again. Iden goes all the way back to Gorizzo though, and we've got numbers back, which will help. Bastoni to Patel. Cheer intercepts very well, and then absolutely skins his man. Cheer's running through. He's into the area. He cuts it back. Pablinho. What a save from Gorizzo. So frustrating how good their goalkeeper is. Vincent tackled. Berger will get there first. Down the line to Hamilton. Into Vincent. Back to Hamilton. Oh, gets it off him, and now there's a 2-on-1. James Hamilton's got an injury as well, and we've used all our subs. He's got to come off as well. That's really killer. Bunga's going to have to go back. We're going to have to put Vincent there. Cesar's going to have to drop. I think that's what we're going to have to do. That is a very annoying thing to happen. Let's demand more. I want to see how... I know their goalkeeper's good. Brazilian. He's got to be the Brazilian number 1. 30 caps for Brazil. He is incredible. Absolutely incredible. With 5 minutes to go, down to 10 men because of an injury, it's going to be an unlucky defeat, I think. 5 minutes of injury time for the injury to James Hamilton. As it goes long, Cognat wins it into Verbeek. We do know they've got an absolutely world-class strike force as well. I mean, Mike Verbeek, look at that. Look at the insaneness of that. And obviously Cognac as well, his strike partner, is absolutely ridiculous as well. So it's a disappointing game against Man United. We've been opened up. We've been hit on the counter well. They've taken advantage of me overlapping the left backs and right backs. But again, we've given up a lot of clear-cut chances where we've tried to force the game. But in that first half, I feel like we played well. We were just unlucky to come up against one of the best goalkeepers in the game, as they make it 6 now. And we are really struggling to deal with this with 10 men. Let's just see. We'll just see the game out. Let's just we'll just damage limitation at this point. 6-2. I did say if we're going to lose 4-2, we might as well lose 5-2. Looks like it's going to be 6-2 though. As we'll take some time with this throw-in. Put us out of our misery, referee. As Bunga gets there into Marin, into Paulo Cesar, back to Marin. Can he get across in? He'll win a corner, but I don't think there might not be time to take it. 8 clear-cut chances we gave up chasing the game, to be honest. But I'm not too upset about that. I'm just going to say unlucky. Gorizzo was in great form in that first half, and it's a disappointing result to take. But I think we will come back for the Nottingham Forest game. Hopefully James Hamilton isn't out 5 weeks to 2 months. That is a killer, because we don't actually have too many right backs at the moment. We'll send the assistant to that. We've got James Hamilton. We've got Marin will have to go over, but with Ludwig being out, that's a killer. Bunga can fill in there. Marin, we've got some people that can fill in the under-23s. We've also got Felico who can come up and be a reserve. But yeah, that's a little bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. Well, we're going to have some money coming in, so you never know. We might invest in another right back, and if we get a right back, James Hamilton will just play back up to that right back. That's not a problem. That isn't a problem at all. But oh yeah, you want an improved contract? Let's say we'll definitely improve till the end of the season. Yeah, definitely, because he's incredible. He is improving so much. It's ridiculously good. He doesn't score too many, but he plays consistently well most of the time. And that 20 million, I think, will end up looking like a bit of a bargain, I think. But anyway, we'll be back for the game against Nottingham Forest. See you then. So we're back for the second game of the episode, and I've changed clothes because it's a new day. I stopped the game because I was streaming. Come and check me out streaming FIFA. We're doing a Man United rebuild career mode. It's about 1 PM English UK time every day at the moment. It's going very, very well. We're going into the FA Cup game against Nottingham Forest with a bit of a strange team because we have international duties for the any under 23 player I have that is in the international squad is not here. We also have injuries to Hamilton, Bruno Fernandes and Ludwig as well. So the bench is made up of Bacon, Gio, Hooper, Medina and Gunnarsson. Osmani starts up front, Vincent on the left, Taylor and Ida across the middle three. Revan comes in for his farewell game, ironically, against Nottingham Forest, the team he's likely to sign for. And Bonin comes in as the Mazzala. Marin, Gashi, Berger and Bunga at the back and Ramos in goal. That's how we're going to line up. Let's get into it. Not really a few bits of transfer news. Pereira has moved to the club in Mexico, all confirmed, gone through, accepted the deal. So that's how he's doing. I want to win the FA Cup this year, so we're going to go strong, and we are the favourites. And I do expect us to win, to be honest. So let's get out there. I have faith, I have faith, I have faith. We'll end that team talk. Ask the assistant to do that. And we'll just send David Dunn to go and do that one as well. So, here we go. Gashi into Berger. We're getting the game underway. Yeah, I've picked the strongest 11 I could pick. And I think, hopefully, it works out well. It's going to be interesting to see how Osmani gets on in the advanced forward role. He obviously prefers to play a sort of more deep lying role, but we'll see how it gets on. We're starting with the more attacking, overlapping and using the width a bit more. We may even go attacking. We'll see how this unfolds though. Taylor comes forward with it. James Taylor into Ida. Ida cuts in field, does really well. Bonin's there and shoots, and Doolin makes a save. Doolin. Oh, Wilkinson's lining up for them. Yeah, we sold him, didn't we, just now? How's he settled in? 1 appearance, 6.6. Nice. Good start that. But yeah, 10 minutes in and we're not really doing much. Let's go to attacking and see what we can do. Vincent with the corner and it goes Berger at the back post and Doolin makes the save again. Easy catch for Doolin at the near post. Puts the ball down and plays it out to Alfieri. Back to Agliardi. Up it goes. Aguza's beaten in the air by Gashi. Vincent to Revan. Revan against his potential new club. Holds onto the ball well. Picks out Bunga. Bunga from right back. Puts it over. Obviously not the most familiar right back to have, but you know, when you need to slot in at right back, that's what you've got to do. Well, that's not a phrase. I was going somewhere as if I was going to say a famous phrase there. Ramos had a good save. Marin gets it away. Yeah, we've got 4 centre-backs pretty much playing today. It's the Tony Pulis rule of defending again. Just get as many centre-backs as you can on the bench. As Pellets fires that in, Ramos makes the save. To be fair, since we've gone attacking, Nottingham Forest have got a bit more into the game, it would seem. So we'll drop it back down to positive. 25 minutes gone. Gashi's picked up a yellow card. Bonin's having a poor game as a Mazzala. It's not looking brilliant. There is some changes we can easily adjust people around, I think, at half time if needs be. We can drop Osmani out to the wing. We can drop Taylor back into Mazzala and then bring on Gio up front. I think is probably something to do. As Aguiza into Velez. Back to Alfieri for Nottingham Forest. Trying to keep the ball for a little bit. Get some possession. Let's take off the wing play as well. See if that will help us out. Give them a bit more freedom. Doolin. Out to Pelitz, who wins the header into Ben Yahaya, which is a good name. Ben Yahaya, ball in. Aguiza with a shot. Ramos with a good save. Nottingham Forest gaining in confidence a little bit, it would seem. 20 minutes to go? That's a lie. 5 minutes to go until half-time. Everybody misses the corner, and Alfieri tries to keep it alive. We go down the other end and get a corner. Vincent will fire it into the back post again, and Berger, it's close. It's close. Still no one is matching his release fee, so he stays at the club unless someone pays us, £86 million, which I would then use to probably just reinvest in a centre-back. Going to put on a worthy display because the media have been saying you've been playing really well. Right, Bonin is not playing well. So my thought is Vincent in there as a Mazzala, Osmani down there as an inside forward, which he can do. Ideally, I'd put Ida out there, but Ida's the only right winger we've got at the moment. And then Gio up front for Bonin. And see how he gets on. So with those, us selling a couple of foreign players, we can now re-register Gio into the team, which will be really handy. Give us another option, which will be good. We're going to demand more from them. We're going to update the instructions on the opposition. And I think we're actually going to up the tempo, and we're going to play a bit wider as well. Try and spread that 4-4-2 out. That's what we want to do. As Velez given the freedom of Radnor Park Road to run into the area. Nolan, back to Donate. All the way back to Alfieri. Alfieri to Agliardi, goes long. Marin with a good header away. Alfieri will pick it up. Should come under pressure and does. Velez is beaten in the air again by Marin. Taylor comes forward with it now. Into Osmani. Osmani's there. Can he square it? He lays it back to Taylor. Taylor shoots and Doolin makes the save. Yeah, it's not been all our way, is it? It's not gone all our way. Ida on the right, unfortunately, only having 5 subs means we're quite limited to what we can do. Berger's picked up an injury. A bruised foot. I'm pretty sure you can play through with a bruised foot. That's pretty pathetic. Ramos picks up the ball. Into Gashi. Up to Taylor. Into Osmani. There's the overlap happening from Marin. Gashi gets it back. Finds Marin. Marin cuts in field. Into Gashi. He's got Taylor in space and uses him out. So Ida on the right wing. Cuts in field. Ida shoots and Doolin makes the save. They've changed to a 5-2-2-1 wing-back formation. Right, now we will expose their flanks because they only have one sort of defensive winger on the side. As that comes in, Marin will look to keep it alive. If they're going defensive, I'm wondering if we just go, let's go attacking again and see what we can do. 66 minutes gone. It's not been the best game. Vincent in, cleared away. Bunga should get there. He's got loads of time. They're not coming out to us at all. Ida, we should now be camped in their half, really. Berger, back to Bunga. Nothing happening from that. You're joking. I mean, look at that. We've got 3 defensive subs on the bench. What can we do with that? Could bring Bacon on for Osmani. And we're going to have to put Bacon in there, I think. Do you prefer it that way around? I think that suits the Mazzala for Revan better. Vincent back out to the left wing. Can you play as a winger? You can play as a winger. Let's try Ida out there as an inside forward for a while. And again, we'll shout for them to do more. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, it's not been brilliant. Very attacking. We're going to try and go for the win. 5 minutes to go. Into Taylor. Back to Marin. Marin is headed away by Nolan. Revan will get there. All the way up to Marin again on this left-hand side. Ball down the line to Ida. Cuts it forward. Shoots and he scores. There we go. Put him as the inside forward and it works. We get the goal 5 minutes from time. We've been camped in their half this half. We've been camped in their final third, to be honest, this half. But Marin laid it into Ida. He took a good touch, skinned his man, got the shot off, and fired it in at the near post. And that is his 10th goal of the season. In a very good performance this season from Adam Ida. I thought he would be phased out, but he's making himself still useful to the squad, which is good. Gonzalez to Agliardi. Kunut Cesar goes long. Fring flicks it on, but Bunga's there to cover. Back to Ramos. Ramos into Bacon. Bacon out to Vincent with a good ball. Vincent cuts inside. Is now the Forest now giving up hope. Gio should have scored, really. Should have scored, Gio. They've gone to a very attacking formation, so we'll take off the overlap and the wing play and all that stuff. But with 4 minutes of injury time to go, very attacking 4-2-3-1 wide they've gone to. Poor kick out by Doolin is intercepted by Vincent. Bunga. Back to Berger. Bunga, look at his versatility, playing at right back today. He's done it a couple of times for me previously. Ramos, that's a terrible clearance. Ramos, Donato, they're going to score, aren't they? No, they're not. Good. Poor Ramos, that's a really poor clearance out. We're going to make another change. It's going to be Revan off to replace by Hooper for his debut. We'll switch those two around and we'll play on from there as there's 20 seconds overtime. He may not even get on the pitch. I think he has just about got on the pitch and he gets there to win a header away. Well done, Mr. Hooper. As Berger steals the ball up to Gio. And that is time. We make it through. Not the best performance. But after getting the absolutely annihilation from Man United, I am happy just to get through it. And it was a very rotated team. But Fulham up next. Still got a number of people away on international duty. As you can see in the league, we are currently 6th. We are 10 points off Everton in 5th. And we are 2 points ahead of Man United in 7th. 3 points ahead of Fulham. It's a big game coming up next then. So hopefully going to hang on to those European positions as Wilkinson suffers defeat. Folkestone winning the FA Cup 4th round, which is good. I've got to try and remember what they wanted. Quarterfinals as a minimum, top half, 5th round, so we've done that. And the 4th round, the AFL Cup, which we've done as well. So that's good because we just got through to the 5th round. So transfer-wise, if we go and look at the transfer history, Horacio Pereira has left for Club America. 25 million raising to 31 million. Really not bad for someone we bought in on a free transfer from Atletico Madrid. Had a really good season the first time, sort of dropped out of favour this season. Still got a good number of appearances, but it was never really with the output. He never really had a good level of output. As you can see, his best season was probably that one there for output, I imagine, or 8 and 7 in Argentina, 7 and 4 in the Czech Republic. So I think it's the right decision to cash in on him while we're getting some big offers. And yeah, nobody else in other than James Taylor. And every time I look at him, see his name, say his name, I start singing James Taylor songs, which is a little bit annoying. But and yeah, Les Dobson has left, a youngster that we signed on Chelsea from a free and managed to make 160k from him. So quite happy with that one as well. All round a pretty decent performance. We should now be able to re-register Gio for the time being. No, in. That's what I want to press, Dave. You're an idiot. So we'll confirm that. So that does take us to our maximum of 17 foreigners, but Revan should be on his way as well. But thank you so much for watching. A bit of a weird episode because I had to stop and then record the next game. But not too bad. Not too bad. A good win. We're into the 5th round of the FA Cup where... do we know who we're playing? I think it already got drawn, didn't it? No, it didn't. Okay. It has not been... Yes, it has been drawn. No, unknown. Unknown. Okay. So, and then we've got the Europa League conference games coming up. So we'll come back towards the end of the transfer window on deadline day probably to do that game against Tottenham and then play through deadline day and see if anything happens. And then after that, it's focusing on Europe as we get towards the tail end of the season. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.